What's up? It is DPort here from DPortGaming, and welcome to another WarCraft 3 audio commentary. And today I got a game between Agent spawning as the yellow human player on the bottom left side of Last Refuge, as well as we have Lucifer spawning at the top right side as the blue undead player. And this is from, I think, maybe last week's Zotac, or it might have been this is definitely 2 or 3 Zotacs ago. But yeah, this is actually a Zotac. It might be last week's, I'm not sure. But yeah, anyways, we do have Lucifer going for the standard altar crypt ziggurat. So this is the telltale signs of some ghouls. He could possibly, of course, go for those fiends after he goes for the tech. I like to call those Ted fiends. And anyways, we do have the Archmage. What a surprise, coming for Agent. Usually human players always go Archmage against undead. I mean, it's just the Mountain King really doesn't work out. I mean, you can go Mountain King into Orc, but that's basically the only option, the secondary wise. I mean, you do see Contempt every now and then go for a Blood Mage, but that definitely wouldn't work against a undead player. So yeah, it's kind of weird though. On the minimap it doesn't show the Blight Ground, so that's pretty weird. But anyways, we do have a Tumor Relic going down, so that definitely means we are going to see some DK harass. Most likely he's going for the early Tumor Relics, so he's going to pick up some Rod and Necromancy and probably start heading out. And as you saw there, he actually power built the Altar King, so he's getting out the Archmage a little bit quicker, so the Undead Hero will be a little bit delayed. So we do have the Death Knight actually. Meanwhile, we do have an Acolyte going towards the middle, probably just going to go Scout. But yeah, Death Knight, and he's going to go for Ghouls, standard, and meanwhile, we do have the Moisture Creeping actually coming out for Agent pretty quickly, being pretty aggressive here. He probably will lose at least 1 or 2 Militia. I'm suspecting if he didn't lose any, that would be pretty crazy. Meanwhile, we do have a Scout coming here by Lucifer over here, and Death Knight is about 2/3 the way out. Meanwhile, the creeping is just about to be finished, and looks like Archmage definitely will pick up level 2. And as you see there, it lost at least 2 militia there. It does pick up the level 2 though, probably worth it. And actually, he stopped training the Death Knight and picked up a Dark Ranger, so that's very, very interesting. Not sure why Lucifer would stop training the Death Knight. Maybe he actually like misclicked it or something. Really not sure why he decided to go with the Dark Ranger in this situation, but definitely kind of interesting to see him going for Dark Ranger. Looks like he's trying to pick off a few of these peasants here. Looks like he will be able to get a skeleton. No, his arrow got canceled from that Fog of War. It looks like Dark Ranger's gonna head back out. No, he's gonna get a few more shots, try to take down at least 1 militia and get 1 skeleton. Doesn't look like he's gonna be successful though. That militia with that 4 armor is a little bit tanky for the Dark Ranger to pick that off relatively easy. Meanwhile, we do have Agent coming in here trying to do some harassment. Looks like we have 4 ghouls here just trying to fend off the Archmage. Meanwhile, actually, Agent looks like he's gonna go for this little green camp, unless he's gonna run back into the base. Yeah, he's gonna go for the green camp and actually take away Lucifer small camps around his base, which is pretty smart there, because he can't really do too much creeping or actually creep jacking with the Dark Ranger, so he doesn't need to be worried about getting creep jack here by a coil. So he is being pretty aggressive here on this side of the map, just taking what he can get, and most likely will back up. Not even gonna finish that one last troll, and just gonna try to take down these skeletons. Doesn't give too much XP, but they are pretty easy to take down, so might as well just take them down. Meanwhile, we do have that tech about halfway done for Lucifer, and it's going to be interesting to see what he's going to be going for. He does have that one Nerubian tower up, but he isn't making any fiends yet, so maybe he's just going to stay ghouls. Possibly he could go like mass ghouls, T2. I'm not really too sure what kind of army is good with that Dark Ranger. I mean, I guess he could go fiends, but the fiends would probably fall pretty easily without that coil to help micro them. Looks like Agent doing a pretty nice job here, just putting on some harassment, making sure that Dark Ranger cannot get level 2 or level 3 to get those level 2 skeletons. It doesn't look like Agent has lost a unit though, except for those 2 militia at the beginning of that creep. He was doing a pretty nice job here, putting up a lumber mill in the back of his base. Actually got a arcane tower as soon as he saw that Dark Ranger, just to prevent any skeleton harassment. Meanwhile, a arcane vault being put up as well for Agent's base, and this 1 footman. Actually, we do see a fiend now, so he's gonna go for some fiends. Looks like that T2 will be up relatively shortly, and meanwhile the creeping up agent continues. Looks like he's going to pick up level 3, which is going to be very, very pesky water elemental coming for agent, and it's going to be pretty tough for Lucifer to defend any push if he gets that level 3 Archmage. It's going to be interesting to see if he's going to go for a push here. He knows he has a Dark Ranger. Probably wouldn't be that effective if he actually went for a big footman push, because once Lucifer started getting some footmen down, he could get a lot of skeletons. As you see here, he has the Rod of Necromancy combination as well as the Dark Ranger, so you can get a lot of skeletons. But it looks like a little bit careless here. It looks like he lost the Fiend here, did get ensnared. Lucifer still trying to fight this, even though he only has one hero, and just trying to use his skeletons to tank for him. But it looks like he's going to back up here. Doesn't have any more skeletons. They fall pretty quickly here, and that level 2 water elemental out for agent. Meanwhile, let's see if he's picking up a T2 here. No, it looks like he's going straight for the Black Citadel, picking up another Fiend as well. Another one is being made. Meanwhile, let's see if he's actually going for a Blacksmith. Actually, the tech of agent is not finished yet, so Lucifer actually a little bit ahead in the tech. I'm not sure why that took so long. Maybe he was doing something, or I'm not really sure how that keep is taking so long to upgrade. Putting up the slaughterhouse, and Lucifer already going for Black Citadel, so those are the telltale signs. He's going for those early destroyers and a few fiends, of course, and maybe he's got to get a Death Knight. Just doesn't have the resources yet to make the Death Knight. That would probably be the ideal hero choice for Lucifer in this situation. I mean, it's always good to have, even if the Death Knight is just level 1 coil. It does give you a little bit heal, so that's always nice to help you micro as the undead player. He's going to take down this last skeleton. It looks like it's not going to be able to come in and scout the base, so he doesn't even know what agent's going for. An agent actually picking up a Mountain King and not going for the standard 2 Arcane Sanctums. He's actually upgrading the Iron Forge swords. So this looks like it might be a Griffin / Hawk build coming for agents, so that's pretty interesting to see against a undead player. I mean, casters probably won't be too effective because he knows Lucifer probably going for quick destroyers. So yeah, that looks like the case what Lucifer is doing here. So kind of interesting play coming for both players. Definitely not a standard game coming here. So yeah, that's just a shocker seeing that Dark Ranger. I'm not sure if it was a misclick, but yeah, it looks pretty interesting to see. And someone messaged me on Skype, actually. Whoops. And meanwhile, we do have the creeping coming for agent. Once again, he's going for the mercenary camp, playing relatively safe. Doesn't really want to get creep jacked. I mean, he can't really get creep jacked that bad. Actually using a few militia to aid him over here too. Getting very, very close to that level 4. It looks like he might actually get it. No, he probably won't though, with the Mountain King coming here to exchange the XP. Only sitting 5 XP away from that level 4 and that level 2 Brilliant Aura. That's going to be pretty nice. On the Archmage, it looks like Lucifer dragging these creeps over here from this Goblin merge, and doesn't look like he's going to be bothered though. Looks like agent is down at his expansion point at the bottom right of the map. Does pick up level 4 and sitting with a nice item as well as that Flute of Accuracy, so it's decent. Once those Griffins will be coming out as well, those Dragonhawks, that's going to help them get a little bit more additional attack bonus. Meanwhile, picked up that level 3 on the Dark Ranger. Does have a nice item, Claws of Attack, so that's always nice. Yeah, that's what I said before. Death Knight most likely, and Death Knight does get out for Lucifer, so he's probably going to try to get that Death Knight as quick as he can at level 3. Since he already got that Dark Ranger level 3, just waiting for that Death Knight actually to pick a level 3, and it'll be very, very nice. Looks like we're seeing a Lich as well, and as we see here, we do have the Destroyer upgrade as well as another Ziggurat being put up. Looks like we will have a little confrontation here, and there was a insta-coil on one of those footmen or creeps. I didn't really catch it, but yeah, Archmage taking a bit of damage. Doesn't really need to be worried about saving it though. He does have that Hellstone just in case. Death Knight taking a lot of damage. It looks like it may fall down. There is a bolt. Death Knight does go down. Picks up level 2 on that Mountain King as well. And actually, agent actually does show his Dragonhawk. So now Lucifer definitely knows he may switch it up and go for a more Fiend build. Looks like that is a nice burrow. Did get bolted, but burrowed just in time. And as you see here, look at all these skeletons after killing those footmen and those creeps from the Dark Ranger. We just have these 2 War Elementals sitting back in here. There is a bolt, and Lucifer once again saving that Fiend. If that Fiend did not burrow, it probably would have died, and burrowed it right when he saw that Stormbolt. So very nice play there by Lucifer, and Lucifer staying in this game. He knows that he needs to get some nice units out coming soon, because that actually going for knights as well, so he's going for knights, a knight build as well, so he's going knight dragonhawks, maybe he's getting the knights to help counter against those fiends, and Lucifer just saw that, maybe trying to send the skeleton here to try to cancel some of these salves, and actually did get a paladin as well. Meanwhile, some more creeping coming here from Lucifer. He did lose that DK, so maybe he's not even going to remake it. No, he actually did remake the DK. That would be pretty silly if he didn't, and I actually got the Lich. He probably would like to get an orb on it, but just doesn't have enough resources at the moment, and I'm not sure. I think he did get the destroyer upgrade, so he definitely can upgrade it, but as you see here, his army is slacking here, kind of going for the Dark Ranger. Did slack down the unit production for Lucifer, it looks like, just a little bit, because he couldn't get a lot of creeping, and did lose a few fiends early on to some carelessness, but it looks like he's going pretty aggressive here, going for this big creep camp here. We'll get a nice item. Both players on the opposite sides of the map by going for the opposite gold mines, both red ones. They both will get a very, very nice item, and Lucifer actually did pick up level 2 on his DK, so the closer and closer he gets to level 3, the closer that Death Knight will be able to get that nice level 2 coil, and will affect the outcome of this game most likely. Lich picking up level 2, most likely just gonna get Death Pack. No, that's Death Knight. What is it called? I forget, but it sacrifices a unit and he'll get more mana, so he's probably gonna get that. I know what it's called. I'm blanking on it right now. Anyways, we do have some one knight actually, and it looks like we have another hawk. So he's just going for hawks. I'm interested to see like how come he didn't make too many units, but it looks like he's not making too many units. I mean, wouldn't you think he'd have a lot more resources saved up? But maybe he just spent so much of it trying to make a remake footman and such. But his hero levels are looking very nice with that level 3 Mountain King, level 4 Archmage, and that level 2 Paladin. Looks like Paladin got Divine Shield, so that's gonna be nice if he does get in some trouble, as well as that Mountain King does have that level 2 Bolt, so that's gonna be nice for some focusing. As well as that, he can also go for some nukes from the Paladin with the Unholy Light. Meanwhile, we have the creeping continued coming for Lucifer, excuse me, and he will pick up level 3 possibly on his heroes. Doesn't look like it actually, because this Dark Ranger is just standing nearby, and doesn't look like he's gonna get it. But does have some nice items on that DK to protect it from some nuking, and the DK is actually very, very squishy, sitting at level 2, and it doesn't look like he'll get it close to it. Needs to creep out just a little bit, but there's actually not too many creeps left on the map for both players to creep, and both players just basically creeping out the map, and it looks like there will be a big fight coming soon. Looks like, oh, this might be it. They're running towards each other. Skeleton coming here, and this may be the fight Lucifer is looking for, because he wanted the human to engage in this fight, going for the nuke on the Archmage, and Archmage got nuked right off the bat, so this is not looking good here for ag3nt. That's exactly what he didn't need in this situation. Looked like he had the game in the bag, but Lucifer just coming back with a nuke. A little bit careless play there by ag3nt, and now ag3nt's going to have to try to make a move. He's going for these Crypt Fiends. Does manage to take one down. Knight goes down as well, focusing down the Knight, and that was a very bad decision for ag3nt, engaging in that creep camp, and then his Archmage just died, and all he has left is the 2 heroes. The Mountain King, looks like 2 more Dragonhawks are getting involved. I still don't get why he's going Dragonhawks. Why doesn't he make Griffins? And ag3nt just getting destroyed here, and then he calls GG. So very nice play there by Lucifer, going for the little bit interesting strategy, going for the Dark Ranger, and I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and yeah, peace out.